This is Leaf Life. All things cannabis for all people. Now, Ricker and the Bearded Lorax.
We publish a free magazine that's beautiful. Check it out. It's called Leaf, and it's available in print in 14 states all over the United States of America, your local cannabis retailer, and also available online worldwide at leafmagazines.com. I'm Mike Ricker, your host of Leaf Life, with my co-host, Wes Abney, also known as the Bearded Lorax.
I speak for the trees.
And of course, there's AJOG.
Hola, aloha, OGs.
And Mary J. White.
Baked with love.
Behind the closed backroom doors of any cannabis retail shop is one very integral person who gives the operation identity simply by the products they curate for the shelves. For brands, these decision makers are the linchpin to survival and ultimately success. So what should we know about them? This is Retail Buyer Secrets.
Weed natural selection.
Ooh, I can't wait to learn your secrets.
Our first segment, how to get on the shelf. And our second segment, special tips. Psst, tip your bud tender.
Yeah,
but before we get educated, we've got to get medicated, so let's get stoned.
All right.
It's the real deal. Wherever your day has led you, now it's time to fire up, chew up, drink up, get in the mood. As we introduce this show's Greg the Guinea Pig.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Greg the Guinea Pig. Who's our guest this week?
Check it out.
Greg the Guinea Pig warning. These tasks are undertaken by experienced cannabis users and under the supervision of accredited professionals. So please take our advice and definitely try this at home.
All right, Chris Taylor is the general manager for Joint Rivers Cannabis Retail Shop here in the state of Washington. A great tribal retail shop. It's on the way to a great venue called White River Amphitheater. I've seen a bunch of bands there. Always stop by Joint Rivers to pick up my weed on the way. Chris, welcome to the Leaf Life podcast.
Thanks for having me, guys.
There he is. He's been on the radio once before. It was a college radio station. He's got a huge career.
Oh, yeah.
So, Chris, we're going to spin AJ's wheel to see what you're going to be hitting
All
as
right,
we
let's
spin
do
AJ's
it.
wheel to see what's in AJ's stash.
And now, what's in AJ's stash?
What you got, AJ?
All right, y'all. We got some delicacies coming out of California, baby. And this is especially a delicacy because it's regeneratively grown.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. They have marketing that's like, benefit the planet, benefit the plant, benefit your body, right?
Yeah.
So I love that. I love that they're embracing the medicinal values. This is actually called Chem Kardashian.
Okay,
Strange.
Yeah.
Well,
out of Cali,
play
huh?
on words.
The company is called Coastal Sun, Living Soil, and really an organic plant. And they've got a great rep down in Cali. Yeah, and the strain Chem Kardashian. There's a play on words.
Yeah, right.
All right, lots of booty on
Check
that.
check these nugs out, and I will get the bong ready for
Thank you. Oh, wow.
Those are beautiful.
Ooh, nice little zero.
good nugs.
Yeah.
And you can just drop
Ooh,
those
it's got
in your
that Chem in
resash
it for
when you're
sure.
done.
There you go.
Very nice.
Look,
It's
he's
already
like,
loaded up.
can you put me in touch with their marketing person?
Yeah, I love the biodegradable container and
Yes,
everything. Yeah, there's so much
exactly.
waste going on.
Well,
So,
we're already getting retail buyer secrets.
Right?
Yeah.
Healthy
Thank you.
healthy plants heal people, my friend.
Right?
And now Chris is taking his first toke of Coastal Sun, some California weed. How often do you get Cali weed, brother? Only on the Leaf Life podcast.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, look at that ripper.
wow,
This
yeah.
is actually
Ooh,
a special K-bong, y'all.
That nose and the flavor come right across. That's really nice. It's been a minute since I've had some Cali weed, that's for sure.
Did it make you want to watch reality TV?
No. not too much. You get sucked in sometimes, though. There's some crazy ones.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Well, they have to be, brother. Otherwise, they're boring. Normal life is boring. If they don't spice it up, those things are scripted, too.
Yep.
You know?
Exactly.
It's like,
Man.
here's what we want you to say at this point. And they're like, gee, Mom, don't step on the water bowl.
Yeah.
You're telling me that Fuckboy Island was scripted?
Afraid so, pal.
Yeah.
You want to get on there,
Heartbreaker.
don't you?
I'm not a fuckboy.
Oh.
But I did recently hear of MILF Island, and that's more
Or
my
Milf Manor or
speed.
something
got your
like that.
A.
It's crazy.
I got your address.
A manor on an island, even better.
Those
Full
are
of MILFs.
Those are real reality
These
shows.
are real places.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's on
Dude,
I gotta-
Fuckboy Island was great. It's really simple. The women had to figure out if the guy was a fuckboy or not. Surprisingly, a hard decision.
Where are all these islands? Because there's like a love island. Where are all these islands located?
I think they're in Jakarta, where there's like 1,100 of them.
Exactly.
They're full of just beautiful people and TV cameras.
Polynesia. All right, Polynesia. Hey, look at that. So, how to get on the shelf? I mean, that's the $1 million question, right?
Yeah.
That every cannabis company wants to know, because having 20 or 30 shops, if you're a brand, is, easy to manage. But to make a living, you need 50 to 100 or more. And how do you win over each buyer? Because they're all different, and every shop is looking for differentiation from their competition and products that will sell and make the retail shop money.
Exactly.
So what's the margin? What's the retail buyer secret,
It's
Chris?
all. I mean, it's also it's the market, like what people are even looking for, the time of year. There's a lot of factors going into just the buying of a certain brand, and then if you got the brand recognition, or it doesn't matter if the 3 shops around you carry it. If it's good and people are asking for it.
In California, it's Jetty. Here in Washington, it's Fat Panda.
Freddy's, Fat Panda, that kind of,
Solstice.
Solstice, a little bit of Redbird. But yeah, and there's some that, maybe just don't jive with your shop exactly. Like they sell it down the street, can't get enough of it, and you've tried it on your shelf and it just sits. It's not the bud tender's fault. It's just, not part of that little demographic, even in that little neighborhood, can totally change for, even strain selections.
So let's break it down to Joint Rivers.
Yeah.
What are, every shop's unique, so we can't talk about the competition because you don't know. You're not in that back room. So what is it that you guys look for?
We're in a unique spot up, by the bingo hall up on, by the Muckleshoot Indian tribe up on the res there. But we get a lot of out-of-towners just coming up to the casino, coming out to White River to see a show, coming up to go to the mountains during the winter and everything. A lot of people just passing through, but our, people that come in every day, our regular customers are, we listen to them too because they're going to keep on coming in and grabbing it. So to have that standard Fat Panda and what everybody's looking for there, they're cheap pre-rolls, they're easy in and out, come and go, that's what they're looking for. So,
Kim Kardashian.
That Chem, kind of just lost the train of thought there for a second. I was like,
that's okay. It's excusable on the Leaf Life podcast. Mary?
Well, I just want to say, first of all, I love Joint Rivers. It's a beautiful shop.
Thank you.
But thank you for carrying Everyday Mary J. I really appreciate it.
It's just unique and great flower and old school flower. Like the Acapulco Gold just moves.
Yes.
And it's the we call them OG customers that come in. That's what they're looking for. They're quick in and out. They don't need to get stoned. They don't need to get just blitzed. They're just looking for that nice chill. Go hit the bingo hall for a minute at intermission, and they're coming over for some vape pens, or we're getting them into other things. Ooh, edibles. Oh, you need help sleeping. So, and at Joint Rivers, we offer a little bit of a different, atmosphere. Kind of you can walk right up to the counter and we'll get you what you want, but take your time, walk around the shop. We got a lot of brands on the shelves, in the shelves.
How
nothing
many?
on hangers. Ooh, it's been a while, but when we got everything just packed in there, we probably have 56 different vendors in flour,
nice.
Just flour.
Just flour.
Like Baskin
edibles.
Robbins.
Yeah, I mean,
56 flavors.
If we don't have what you're
32.
looking for, we definitely have something comparable or in the neighborhood at that price point, and we got a deal for the day.
How many products?
Oh, hundreds. And we always keep them rotating. So like a top shelf brand, we'll have it there, but it might go away and then there'll be another top shelf to replace it. Just as good. Just try it. And then that,
Kind of like at a
be
bar
back.
where you have Budweiser's always there, but then there might be a cider at a different time or a Pilsner at a different
we
time.
always got the Fat Panda, but the Pot of Gold, which is fantastic. Love their Sunday Driver, that kind of stuff. That, that might not be there next month, but we'll have
craft
something
weed.
else. Yeah, exactly. And Washington State is just so packed full of fantastic growers and vendors. It's hard to have everything on your shelf.
So here's a question. How much of it plays into your favorites?
Oh,
good question.
Yeah. man, I have to get away from that too because there's other people's favorites too. But you always find a GMO on the shelf or a Mac on the shelf from somebody because that's one of my favorites. But
awesome.
And then through time you figure out we've had biscotti as a strain from so many different strains. Can't sell it. Can't sell it. But then I talk to other vendors. They can't move a gelato at their store to say, I can't keep enough gelato, kind of on the shelf. It's just crazy little demographics and just finding those little points.
You mentioned your OG clients, your true OG clients, and you live on a reservation, or I'm sorry, your shop is on a reservation.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, is there some type of impact that you're seeing because you're intermingled with the Native community? Are they looking for sun grown? Are they, is there something you're noticing with that?
And
fire?
Again, maybe it's the industry, but we cannot keep enough just ounces at $20 off the shelf, and it's stemmy. It's got leaf in it. There's nugs in it and everything, but they can't get enough. The
affordable medicine.
This is better than when I was a kid smoking. This is crazy. The medicine, exactly, and all that stuff. So can't keep enough of it. And people are you see younger generations buying that stuff, but also buying something nice and just kind of rolling something up with it because it gets expensive for that top shelf stuff. So
if you're rolling joints all day,
all in blunts and backwoods and all that stuff. But yeah.
Well, that's you have champagne for celebration. You drink beer to get through the day, kind of a thing. Not everyone wants to choose to afford high-end cannabis either. It's something we remind our writers of often because it's fun to sample the very best hash rosin, but way more flavored cartridges get sold than grams of hash rosin.
Yeah. Right.
And even me, I wouldn't spend $80 on a gram of hash rosin. No. I also wouldn't spend $20 on a flavored cart. I'd be somewhere in the middle.
That's why you're a magazine reviewer because
well, there's lots of different demographics within a customer base. How many customers come through a month, roughly?
Hundreds, thousands. It very we just got done with fireworks season, so it's our peak season right there. Everyone's buying fireworks and coming in and buying weed.
Ooh, I bet.
It's
to
just
light
a vision.
the fire and the fireworks. So I'm curious though. There's got to be a scope of when you're buying and selecting. Is there a checklist, a checklist, a vetting list, or
So Joint Rivers has been around for 6 years, and I've been the buyer for 6 years. But you can see them, and before that, I was on the processing side, so you can see the people coming to the back door, the people asking, get on your shelves, and if they're going to be there sustainably, or who are you, or how they just come to the table with. You're handing me a piece of paper and there's not even prices on it, or there's, your sample. Well, bring us samples. And it's I'll get those manifests. Just come with some samples.
While you're wasting my time. So don't waste your time, first of all. Second of all, make a presentation that's professional. Be price driven, right? Competitively priced.
Exactly. Know your competition.
Have the right quality for that price as well. But what's the secret? What's that one thing you're looking for?
And I feel like Washington's good at it, but innovation, something coming to the back door that's just different. Not a gummy for an edible.
Yes.
You're not a gummy. You're a sorbet. 100. And can't keep that stuff on can't keep them.
Well, you mentioned Freddie Fuegos that you guys carry Freddie, and he mixes up his genetics
innovation
quite a bit.
with the hunt. That's what I'm saying. Have that hook or something. Don't just be weed sitting on the shelf with a magnifying glass on it.
We had the pleasure to interview him.
Yeah, Ben Davis has been on the show a couple times, and he's a great breeder. We love the dude. Go look for Freddie's Fuego at Joint Rivers. All right.
doubt.
Hey, Chris, now it's time for you to play Switzerland or Swaziland.
And now,
Let's go.
Switzerland or Swaziland? It's a Swatini now, bro.
All right. This is a brand new one, brother. Why are you laughing, Chris?
I'm just happy, man.
Chem Kardashian. How could you forget the name? How dare you?
Kim Kardashian.
You just got canceled.
Oh, shit.
All right, brother. Is it Switzerland or Swaziland? You know what Swaziland is, right?
Have no idea.
Oh, my God. You just got canceled.
Again? Double canceled?
Well, in Swaziland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Actually, it has a new name now. Switzerland. He said it in the intro. Just go back and listen. Yeah. So it's a country in Africa.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Here we go. Number one. The highest point in this country is 6,109 feet. Switzerland or Swaziland? That's a tough one, bro.
Swaziland?
Correct.
Swaziland, yeah.
Wow.
Switzerland's got some high peaks, right?
Yeah.
Right,
Right,
more
yeah.
than
Right,
6,000.
they got like the Alps or something, right?
Yes,
12,000
they
feet.
sure
Yeah, yeah,
do.
okay.
Something like good call, brother. The mountain, by the way, is called Mlembe, and it's located at the border to South Africa.
Cool.
So now you know where Swaziland is.
All right.
All right, brother. You're learning something.
My next trip.
Kim Kardashian. Number 2. This country has a king who has ruled since 1986. Switzerland or Swaziland?
Switzerland?
That's incorrect.
Do they not have a king?
They don't
No,
have
right.
a king.
No king.
No
Yeah.
king.
Swaziland, they have a king.
Yeah.
And he's been there since 1986.
Wow.
You
He's
learn
well
something new every day,
established.
brother.
Do they have socialized health care?
And wasn't like
Oh, well, come on now.
revolutions or anything?
Wes, you just took.
Somehow kings don't give out health care.
He just asked my third question, so just kidding. All right. Number 3, you ready? All right. This country has the only surveillance footage of a bearded lorax mating with a yeti.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's right. It's a tough one.
It's hot in Africa, though, right?
That's
Yeah,
correct.
I'm
yeah.
gonna go Switzerland.
He's right. Yeah. It's just a matter of deduction,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
That's very true. Unfortunately, there's a blurred effect on the footage because of the blizzard that obstructed most of the satellite images that captured the infrared body heat emanating from a cave near the peak of the Matterhorn. However, the bearded butt crack was unmistakable as the hairy white legs of the female abominable monster wrapped around his waist like a Burmese python over a baby capybara.
Interesting.
Oh, dear.
Quite the
I would
dungeon in
believe
that
the
mountain.
I would believe the Snorlax thing though, because the Yeti and the that makes
Some sense.
That makes sense.
Very intelligent man sitting across from me right
I don't know.
now.
I'm just
Hey, if you want to discover cannabis news, reviews, entertainment, and culture, and explore every Leaf magazine at your convenience, search leafmagazines.com. Coming up in our second segment, we'll talk about some special tips to get buyers' attentions in retail shops. We'll get another spin of AJ's Wheel, and we'll kick it all off with another episode of Not For Nothing with Mary J. White. Leaf Live continues in just a moment.
These products have intoxicating effects and may be habit-forming.
Marijuana can impair concentration, coordination, and judgment.
Do not operate a vehicle or machinery under the influence of this drug.
There may be health risks associated with consumption of these products.
For use by adults 21 and older.
Keep out of the reach of children.
Some of the wardrobe, including Ricker or Wes's sick lids, is provided by Grassroots California. Check out the dopeness at grassrootscalifornia.com.